G'day, how you going? Ianapolis here, your acrylic guru from Australia. Welcome to me video lesson today. I'll get some sizes on the canvas up there for you in centimetres and inches. Also during the show you might see them written up there as well for those people who missed out the intro. And we'll get some colours going up the screen as well, so you can write them down and watch this video a couple of times and paint along with me. And just remember, if you're new to painting, it does require a lot of practicing before you try and do a full-blown painting. You can do a full-blown painting if you want and just see where you go wrong and use it as a learning curve and learn from that. All right, and this is going to be a, I just got a bit of an itchy face, I don't know why. There we go. This one's going to be a bit of a Indian scene, like from India, somewhere like that with the bright sun and whatever. Someone in one of my Friday night live shows mentioned I should do something like that, so we're going to do something like that today, and I thought it'll fall in the realms of the subjects I use on my channel. Okay, so come on over here and let's get this painting started. Okay, so I've got some yellow here. It's craft yellow, the same as the white I use, but this one's yellow, and because we'll get all of this enough for the whole canvas there, so instead of white I'm going to use yellow. Okay, that'll do. And of course the retarder, which will slow down the drying time. That'll do. It's a cool day today, wet and rainy outside, so it's not going to dry ever too quickly on me. Now I've got to get these two mixed up, nicely mixed up together, and then we'll incorporate all the other colours onto the canvas on top of this. This will act like our so-called magic white. Okay, we'll get all this canvas painted in this yellow retarded craft paint. I've got a bit of black there because, I don't know, it was an accident. It was an incident that happened. Now we'll get all this quickly on there. Get it right on there. Just get it done. You don't want to muck around for ages putting this paint on your canvas if you can help it. Right, it's all on there. I'm having trouble with my tape staying on, eh? I don't know why today. Now I just want to gently stroke that left and right like that. Now I'm hoping this black dot here is not going to hinder it. If it is, I'm going to have to turn it into something. We'll see how we go. All right. Okay, the next colour I want to use is red gold. If you don't have red gold, just mix yourself up a orange. Now let's see if that's enough, okay? But this is red gold, and I want to get this in the vicinity of the painting where I want this colour, I suppose, yeah. So I'm going to have the main sun glare here. So this is pretty much going to go everywhere else. So I'll get this from the bottom, around here, around there like that. This is red gold / orange. Look at that, it's mixing with up there like that. Now I'll get this stroked into there. There we go. Get in there, you. Why is it nothing sticking today? Oh well, we'll get by with a little help. There we go. Now I want to grab a, no, I won't grab a blending brush yet. I'll just wipe that. Now I want some permanent alizarin. It's pretty close to quinacridone magenta, but it's just a different value. Now I'm going to just wipe that brush and pick up some permanent alizarin right around the edges for the darkness of this value of the sky here everywhere, okay? And I want it right up here. I'm going to spider finger it out, pick up some more and come all the way down here, right down here, pick up some more, get some here, and maybe some dancing across the top like that, and a little bit down the bottom like that. Okay, now I'll try and blend that like so. Then I will grab my blending brush, and I want to, well, let's get this yellow here first. Can you see there we've got, I'll turn that backlight out so we're not getting too much shadow on there. I want to clean the yellow up and just dance that into that red gold first. so we don't bring those darker colours in here. So I'm just stamping it on, really. Now I'm painting on canvas cloth, beautiful quality canvas cloth. If you've painted on paper, then you went to canvas, you would see the difference in your work and you will be, oh my goodness, amazed. Now I'm just dabbing that there like that. Wow, the whole table's shaking. There we go. Now I've got to wipe that because there's quite a lot of build up on that brush. Now I want to grab the actual red gold and that permanent alizarin and then start blending them in a beautiful but artistic way. Okay, nicely done. And that permanent alizarin by rights would have just made that corners nice and dark. Get up here, twist it, turmoil it. Try not to add scratchy marks into your work. Even canvas gets the odd little scratch marks, but nowhere near the amount that you do when you're painting on canvas paper or any type of paper for that matter. Papers are good for once you've developed and you're a beginner and you've got canvases and you want to practice something, you can practice a tree or shadows of an object on them paper, but save your canvas for your paintings. Okay, and we'll get all of this blended down here as well. So see, I blended that bit first and this bit second. Otherwise, if I just go here and there, I'm going to put darker colours in all that yellow, and I don't want to do that. I'm grabbing a bit more on my brush because I just want these corners a lot darker on this side here mainly. Just there with this permanent alizarin. There we go. Use that same blending brush and do the same, trying to keep that darker corner if I can, and blend that out into there. That's it. It's subtle, effective, but it's there, it's done, you're happy. Oh yeah, now see, I can see a straight line there. I'm going to deliberately distort that so it looks artistic. Your mind's thinking 100 miles an hour when you're painting. I know mine is. Now that craft yellow we use, that's a bit weak, got no grunt to it, so I'm going to use some good old yellow now. This is some paints a good subscriber of mine, the lovely Angel Jackson, sent me, and I'm still using them. Great stuff. Now I'm going to use a pouncer for this because I want that round atmosphere going. So I'm going to use a pouncer as a brush, so to speak. So I'm going to just wet it in that one first, like wetting it. Now I want to pick up this good quality paint here on the pouncer. Good stuff. And this is going to be replacing all this yellow. So start from the middle and dance your way around. Now this is a lot thicker yellow. It's a lot more, you can see the grunt within it. I should have looked at the tube to see what colour it was. And I want to get all this yellow all the way to the yellow here. Look at that, it's the tape's not holding. I wonder if that's because it's a new roll of tape I used. And we're going to blend this with some vibrant yellows just to that there and come out here a bit. Now I'm lightly stamping it. I'm patting it now. It's like I'm patting it because I don't really, hopefully I don't need to grab the blending brush. Is that a hair there? It was too. Hopefully I don't need to grab the blending brush and blend this. I can do it with the pouncer. Now there's a lot of stipples in there, in that yellow paint. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to wipe the pouncer like that. Wipe it. And then I'm going to pad those stipples out a bit smaller. They're a lot smaller than what they were. They're still there, but that doesn't matter. They're adding texture to your painting. Okay, that's done. I've got a slightly smaller pouncer now, and I'm picking up just straight titanium white out of the tube there, and I'm going to put the intensified section of the sun in the sky over that yellow now. So I'll go about here. So I want it about, well, we'll go about the middle here. This is all the white. I've got to hold that tight. And dance around. Just let me get a bit more white. There we go. Dance this around and make a nice, not too big, leaving some of that yellow there. Bring it to the size of the footprint you want. Now there's a lot of stipply bubbles there, like I did before. I'm going to wipe that. This is going to make smaller stipples on top of that paint. There we go. Now I'm going to give it a quick dry, just so as we can give it some brighter white. So I've just given it a quick dry off camera, and I'm picking up some more titanium white again, and we'll stick over that yellowy white colour there that we just put on then. Try and get some more intense white right here. That's why I wanted to dry it, just to get a bit more there. There we go. And I'll get like a reasonably white sun there to the size I want. I'm going to look in the monitor just to see how that's looking. I like those stipples actually. I don't mind them there. They look quite good. And that's a bright, intense kind of sun up there. I just grabbed a small pouncer and pounced in a little moon in the bottom of the sky there. The camera was off when I did that, so sorry about that. Okay, need to dry this, just so as we can put the bottom part of the painting there, okay? Now I've got that permanent alizarin, and I'm going to start mixing it with some burnt umber here, just to get a darker value to set it off against that darker value of the sunlight up there, okay? Don't want it too much burnt umber in there, but just enough. Okay, and I'm going to use a flat brush and brush this into our bottom area there, and it'll be kind of silhouetted. So let me just get enough there to paint it all. I think that should do it. So I'll dampen the brush a little bit, but not too much. And I want to start at the bottom. I want it about, oh, how are we? We're going to have some little palm trees there. So I'll have it about this high there, okay, all the way along. So I'll get the bullshit stick there, and we'll get that at least all the way along there like that. I tell you what, my canvas is peeling off the board. It's a weird day today. I'll get that done. So I want to block all this in, because we're going to have some darker values in front of this. That's why I didn't want this too dark, okay? All the way along there. And then we just get the tops of it nice with your flat brush, and just make different bits and pieces here in the silhouette. And then we'll get the bigger structure right in there now. So we're going to start from about here maybe, and come to about, say, here. Now I will put a traceable in the traceable link below, just so you can use a traceable for what I'm doing here, okay? I'm going to get it all done, and then I'll block it in, because it's a bit of an Indian looking structure. I'll get all those little weird peaks on them, those domey peaks that they get, you know. There's another one there, and then that's down a bit to there. I should have made the traceable myself, but not to worry. Up there, and over there, You can see what I'm doing. And then that can go straight out there. Where's my other line? There it is there. I'm going to meet up with it. And then we've got a couple there. There's two there. A little bit off the side. And a little bit of nonsense there. And I'll just quickly block that in. I'll give this a dry off camera. That way it's not going to keep going see-through-y like it is at the moment, but I'm just getting it there now so you get the gist of it, and then we'll finish it off. Pretty simple painting for a beginner, this one. Beautiful. Now I've just dried everything and I'm giving this layout just another coat so it's not so see-through, so it's not so translucent. And also, so you can see what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my brush I use to autograph me paintings with, this one here. I'll just dampen that a bit, grabbing the same colour, and we're going to create the Indian type tops that these things have, like this. I didn't want to paint them all in the one go. What I'm putting on now would need two coats as well, because it's very kind of see-through-y paint, and I don't know the exact shape of it, but I'm just going to do them like this, okay? And you'll get an idea just on this large building here, not all those little ones. There's a double one here. Block it in. I'll give them two coats like I said, so it'll look the part. And we'll put one here. And pretty much the same on the other side. Okay, just giving these peaks another coat. I've pretty much given everything else a second coat, because the paint I'm using here is very translucent. So I just got to match it with the rest of the silhouette there as I go along. Now I want to put an archway in the middle as well, so how am I going to do that? I'm going to primer it white, then use that colour down there that I had before just to paint over the white. If I don't paint it white, it's going to be hard to get it there. So we'll get this pretty much in the middle, about there, somewhere about there. And I'll just gently paint an Indian type if I can. Actually, I better use the little detail brush, my autographing brush, so as I won't get no mistakes, because it's very so we'll try and get this arch there, try and get it even. I've noticed everything's got a bit of a slant on it. There we go, get all those fabric holes filled in as well if I can. There we go. Okay, I've dried it. Now I'm going to grab the yellow gold and a bit of the yellow, and I'm going to keep looking at that to get the right temperament. Okay, so I'm still mixing down on my palette there, and so long as I can get the same temperament coming through here, because if I tried painting this on top of that dark colour, I would have had Buckleys. Okay, and that's pretty much close enough. See if that looks like a hole through the actual building. Yes. Now I'll straighten it up, because my camera's on an angle, it looked like the building was tilting. Now I've got a smaller flat and I've got some black. I'm thinking black. Get some water, and I'm just slightly on my glass palette so I can pick up water and incorporate in there just the right amount that I need. And I'm thinking, I don't know, I'll try one here just to see what it's going to look like. Right in front of that, yes. And just the slightest of a palm tree, because I don't know if it's Middle East or what. Do Indians have palms? I'm sure someone from India can tell me that in the comments below. But there's a palm tree. They look crooked in my monitor because I've got the camera on the angle. I think for value's sake I might like to put one a bit closer to us. So let's say about here. Straight off the painting, one stroke at a time. We'll do some other ones here, distance away. And then we'll get this one with some nice palm prongs on it because he's a little bit closer, so we can give him a bit of silhouetting pizzazz. Look at that. Something like that. Come down the other side. Up. Up. Let them create their own. Don't try and shape it. It'll create its own shape. There we go. And then we'll just make it a little bit busy in the middle. Bit of busyness in there. Just give it a sense that it looks real. And I might put one about here somewhere, just near that moon, probably about this high. From a point, push the brush to get it thicker down the bottom, straight off the painting. I like doing these, they're quite easy to show. If you're a beginner and haven't painted a palm before, grab yourself some scrap surface, different flat brushes, and work out what's going to work for you, and give these little palms a go. And then once your art journey develops, you can start adding the real bullshit to them and making them looking even more better than what mine are here. But I'm just showing a beginner what you can do with them. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to put an autograph on here. Where can I do it? Wow, I'll have to do a real tiny one. And then we'll whack a frame on it and see how she looks. And just remember, all my tutorials are for sale. There's a link below, or there's several links below. You can private message me on Facebook. There's a link to show you what paintings are available. And there's a PayPal donate link for those people who like to support my content with donations or to buy a painting. Okay, we'll put this frame on there. She should look all right, I feel. There we go. There we go, that's not too shabby. We've got like a Middle Eastern Indian theme there. You can tell what it is. The Taj Mahal, some palms and a beautiful red dusted sun in the sky and the moon hiding behind there as well. And just remember, you can do that, okay? Well, I hope you had fun watching this video. Share, like and subscribe. And if you like what I'm doing here, you tell your friends. But if you don't like what I'm doing, you tell everybody, all right? All the best, goodbye, good luck, and good on ya.